Oh boy, this was pretty painful. Fucking painful as fucking painful. I'm not in a particularly great mood right now, mostly because of this album. So I'm going to try and remain as fair as I can in this review. First of all, I just want to say, and not too long ago, I did try and express that I thought Trippie Redd had some kind of potential, and I'm pretty sure I even tweeted it one time as well. Because I think there's something interesting about the way he expresses his voice, the way he manipulates his vocals, his inflections, not quite on the same level of like experimentation as a Young Thug, but something that I thought could have perhaps produced something really good in the future. Now that still could be the case, but we don't have that on this album, no. I'm just going to give it to you raw and real. Life's a Trip has some terrible vocals across the entire thing, and I don't know what made me think that Trippie Redd had potential in the first place. I mean, sure, there could still be potential there, but from this project, I'm not convinced. From the get-go, man, he is just doing these weird fucking wails and whines and like I know I'm moaning about Kid Cudi and I stand by what I say with him, but like, boy oh boy, we've got a shit singer on our hands here. And the thing is like, this could be all passable if there were some good beats, some really interesting melodic tracks that were really catchy, in the kind of way that Playboi Carti can sometimes bring out that sort of catchiness in the production that he jumps on. Whereas like a Trippie Redd here is just doing some really horrific vocalizations across the whole thing that I just can't bear. I can't bear to listen to. Bang is by far the worst fucking song here. Bang was, oh my god, I couldn't believe his singing on this track. Like, he was just off key every time. The way he says bang as well is like, oh god. Honestly unbelievable how bad some of the singing is on this album. It doesn't really ever calm down. Like, there's not really any track that makes me go, oh yeah, you know, this one is more listenable than the last one. It either is like really bad singing or it just ends up being really boring. Like, there is just no versatility here. And, you know, again, some other people in his lane are at least showing that they've got more to them than what Trippie Redd is displaying here. I mean, the only track I tolerate here is probably Wish. And Wish came out friggin' ages ago. Like, I reviewed that Diplo EP friggin' months ago. And why this is on the album, I do not know. I guess it's one of those things where like the friggin' record label's like, okay, we'll include this because, you know, it did pretty well, or it might have sold a few thousand copies or whatever, so it might look a bit more appealing to people coming into the album or whatever. There's a Travis Scott feature that makes me just want to not listen to Travis Scott anymore, honestly. Like, he's just so boring on this. And affiliating himself on this kind of production just is going against everything that made Travis Scott unique in the first place. I know I expressed my distaste to Astroworld already, but, you know, at least there were some cool ideas on that one, whereas here it's just like a combination of two artists that are lacking in anything worth noting down at all, coming together. And there are some pretty, like, I guess, eye-opening lyrics on this album. He certainly goes into personal issues in a pretty emo trap way. You know, we've seen the trend that's been going on right now through SoundCloud rappers and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's really just tame. Like, it's all not even worth saying it's terrible. It's kind of just there, and you're just, okay, yeah, he's doing that thing again, but it's not really anything I care about. And the first track where he's talking about demons and stuff, it's like, oh man, get good analogies at least. Like, oh, this is an American Horror Story, okay? We're not talking demons when we talk about our emotions. This is fucking childish. Again, though, I've discussed this before, and this is kind of another case to me of where, like, mental health problems are being diminished by using language that sounds so ridiculous. Like you're taking away from the impact of what the actual effects of mental health problems has on people by using really basic terminology and really bad analogies that sound like 15-year-old Tumblr posts. Anyway, you know, there's not really anything else to say. Trippie Redd here is really let me down because I was rooting for the guy, you know. I thought he could at least bring out some really cool vocal inflections on an album, and instead he's done the absolute opposite. He's become an atrocious singer that I just did not anticipate. So yeah, Life's a Trip, not good, and I don't think this is going to grab much attention actually. I think any outsiders are gonna just be like, nah, not trying this one, and maybe fans might enjoy it, but again, it's gonna be one of those projects that gets hyped up for like the first few weeks of its initial release, and then once we're out of the hype cycle, no one will talk about it, because that's what happens constantly when we're oversaturated with really mediocre projects. Oh man, and the worst part is that this isn't even worthy of calling mediocre. This is bad. Yeah, I'm gonna go 3 out of 10. I did not like this at all. Really disappointed. Let me know your thoughts if you liked it, and perhaps I could be out of order for my opinion here, because you may disagree, but have a discussion in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews if you haven't already. Have a good day.